Right, ready for this? Ah, shit, now he's dead. Oh, well, fuck it.
Yeah, well, might as well make a smut movie.
Serbian film, here we go.
No fucking me in the eye.
You'd love it, you slut.
At least you'd see you coming.
Hey, oh no. Fuck's sake.
I'm gonna clap myself to that one.
I'll clap that one too.
Hello.
And welcome to Max
Level Games.
How are you doing, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this week's installment of the Max Level Games podcast. I am your host, Mr. James Walters, alongside the myth, man, legs end, this end of the leg.
Oh, the bottom.
Yeah, but
Yeah, we know what happened.
it could be either end.
We know what gets more action.
You wish. Liam Malkin.
Ah.
Hello, Liam.
Hi.
Welcome back from the land of Ireland.
From the land of Ireland.
Ireland.
We've just pissed off so many people so quickly, it's unreal.
Probably.
Right, let's just bring this back. Right, Jig Witch, everyone.
No, stop. Stop it. Don't. No. This is, in case you guys don't know. Fuck, I've forgotten the line now. What is the line?
Fuck!
It's right in front of me. In case you guys don't know, this is a weekly,
Yes.
I'd say it constitutes a weekly podcast where we sit here for usually an hour.
Usually a bit more, depends how much we
sometimes-
ramble.
Yeah, that can happen a lot.
That does tend to happen a lot.
Way too much. And we talk about games, films, comics,
And absolutely bollocks.
all of the bollocks.
All of them?
Every bollock out there.
Especially them Korean meatballs.
You gotta tickle them pickles with the Korean meatballs. Anyway, in case you didn't notice, I don't know how you wouldn't notice at this point, this is a very mature podcast. Mm-hmm. We like to talk, we're going to hear a lot of choice language on this podcast because...
Yeah, French, German, Italian.
A bit of Irish, apparently.
A bit of
Or
Irish.
Gaelic.
Yeah, Gaelic.
Gaelic. We don't... Gaelic. We don't sugarcoat things unless those things are donuts. We like some donuts. So, Liam, probably a silly question, but you've been on holiday this week.
I have.
You went away for a week, now you're back
Yes.
in jolly old England.
Jolly old England.
Did you get any time to play games, or just...
Mainly arcade games.
Okay.
At most.
So you went to visit arcades?
I went to an arcade.
That's how you holiday right.
Yeah, that's how you do it right. That's
Exactly.
That's how you do it right.
No sponsorship, by the way, just throwing it out there right now.
Yeah.
I mean, people... our listeners don't know this, but we have cans of...
Energized drinks.
an energy drink that we're not allowed, that we don't have any claim to.
Yeah.
And people watching can see what drink this is, but it's not sponsored. No sponsors. Ah, God. So, yeah, I'd say I didn't think you'd be playing many like console games, but what arcade games are you playing? Like,
Oh, come on. We have to do the classics, didn't we?
define classics.
Classics as in Time Crisis.
Good.
How that game has not been massive, I don't know.
Well, it did get released on systems and stuff, and it got a few pre-releases, didn't it?
Yeah, I wouldn't actually know one. Yeah, as long as I've known it as an arcade game.
You said Time Crisis, right?
Time Crisis.
I'm sure there's a version of Time Crisis on the PS3. It was back when they first did the whole move controller thing. They were trying to push that.
Yeah.
So they re-released Time Crisis on the PS3. So
Nah, that's what I mean. As long as I've never known it to be any more than an arcade game.
no, that's fair. Same with like House of the Dead. That also had console games as
Oh,
well.
I know that I had console games, but it was definitely more of an arcade game. Speaking of House of the Dead,
Okay, you played that too.
I also played that too.
How far did you get? Not very.
Not very.
Not very.
I mean, if I had unlimited lives, I would have finished the game.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, me too.
But you know, when you're having to pay,
Actual money.
No, in England you put £1 in.
Okay.
Yeah, don't go and play arcades in Ireland.
Okay.
It's like €2,
Which is the equivalent of
like £1.75.
that extra 75p.
Yeah, dude, that's almost two goals.
The fucking nerve of it.
I know, that's almost 2 goals.
Oh my god.
I couldn't believe it. Well, then obviously, it's the pump action shotgun one.
Did you play Guitar Hero? Was that there?
I did play Guitar Hero.
Old school Guitar Hero.
Old school. Guitar Hero 3.
Oh my god.
The
best one.
Let's just hype it up right now.
It was the best one.
It was the best one.
Yeah.
I don't know where they went wrong.
When they started making... Well, they did that whole, like, single band thing for a while, didn't they? Because you had, like, Aerosmith, Van Halen...
And then Metallica.
Rock Band came out with Green Day, the Beatles... Shit like that.
There's
Really.
more of them, yeah. Just loads of them like that, but
Yeah.
the classic. You can't go wrong with number 3.
No, it is. It is by most people considered the best
It is.
of the series. And I haven't played Guitar Hero 5. But I think it's because, in my opinion, from 3 onward, I'm pretty sure the one after 3 was World Tour.
I think it
But
was World Tour.
But then that was when they incorporated the whole band set to rival Rock Band.
But see, I thought that was a smart decision.
Well, yeah, I mean, to rival the other company,
Yeah.
that makes sense to do what they've done in terms of include a bigger player set in like a single session.
Yeah, but then they sort of just stopped being Guitar Hero.
It did, and it didn't help the fact that on this whole World Tour setting they did for that game, I don't know about you, I didn't know half the fucking songs that were playing.
No.
Like, some of them were like proper obscure European shit.
Yeah.
I was just like
Stuff that I've never heard of.
Exactly.
It was the first time, to be honest, that I'd actually... Well, it went the first time. It was the first time I'd realised the band. Does that make sense?
Okay.
I'm probably going to butcher this so much. Rammstein?
Oh, Rammstein.
Steinstein. Steinstein. One or the other. Yeah, it was the first time I'd realised who they actually were. Now, I'd heard stuff off them before.
Okay.
Like, I'd heard Fire Phone.
Yeah.
But that was off Triple X. Remember that film?
I remember Triple X.
Yeah, the very opening scene, you know what I mean? That band that's playing in the very beginning, the opening scene.
The first one?
Yeah.
I've not seen it a very long time, so...
Yeah, but that, can you try and, like, just put your brain
I
into
honestly
gear?
can't even, like, visualise it, so
Well,
just carry
anyway,
on.
yeah, the film, the very opening scene, there's a band playing, and it's Rammstein playing Fire Phone.
Oh, okay.
And that's where I'd heard the song before, and I was like, that band's sick. They're amazing. And then I just never, ever heard of them, and I never knew who they were.
Okay.
And then World Tour came along, and my cousin had downloaded all kinds of songs, because, you know, motherfucker was working at the time.
Oh, yeah, all the DLC stuff.
Yeah, all the DLC stuff, and you can download other songs.
That's where they went wrong as well. As soon as DLC started becoming a regular thing,
Yeah.
with like Rock Band and Guitar Hero, I mean, yeah, you can add more stuff to the song to the library in the game, but then you're having to pay for all this extra shit. So it's like
Exactly.
meh.
But yeah, that's the way I
By
learned
the
about
by.
Rammstein as well.
Oh, fair enough.
So, you know,
Okay, cool.
just thought I'd
Yeah, just throw a bit of backstory in there. Why not? That's entirely fair, mate.
go round.
I've
the
got
back.
I've got a backstory for a bit further on in the podcast,
Oh.
which we'll get into now because it's the game section. Okay, I've played a couple of games this week.
Let's go.
The first one is one that I actually finished.
Okay.
It's a bit of an unknown one. It was if I remember correctly, I didn't actually look this up. I was supposed to look this up, I didn't.
Okay.
It started as a Kickstarter. It was a Kickstarter game that actually got released.
Ah, okay.
I know a Kickstarter actually getting released.
I know, that's kind of a shocker. That's
It's
how I was
maddening.
like, what?
It's absolutely maddening, and it's actually a good game. It's called A Hat in Time. It's a 3D platformer. So think like Mario 64.
No, you can't go wrong. It's sort of... You loved them.
I like them, yeah.
You appreciate them more than I do.
Yeah, okay, I'll say that.
I can appreciate a good 3D platformer, but for me, it's kind of a really fine line between being great and completely fucking up.
Okay.
Does
So-
that make any sense?
So like the old Mario games, did you play those or not?
Yeah, I played them. I love the old Mario. I'm talking... Are you talking 3D platform old Mario or even
Well,
further back?
it was only 60. No, I'm talking 64. Like the one that everyone considers to be the best Mario platform was 64,
See, I
when
did,
it
I
was
liked
3D.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that's what this game's kind of like, is like that. And
I'm sold.
fair enough.
Shut up, take my money.
Fair enough. And it's a lot more like the new Super Mario game, Odyssey, on the Switch.
I haven't played it yet.
I mean, if you had a Switch console, I'd lend it to you, or I'd just lend you my Switch, because at the minute I'm not fucking doing anything with it.
I am fine with not lending. That's
No, it's fine.
a game is one thing, a console is completely different.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, it's like
Um,
saying, do you want to mind my child?
No, I don't. Thank you.
You are minding my child.
Oh God,
That's kind of like what you've just kind of suggested. That's like mind your child.
I get that actually. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. But yeah, no, Hat in Time. It's a 3D platformer. It's like those old ones. It's like the new ones because obviously they've been made a bit of resurgence in the last year or so. You had like Ukulele,
Yeah.
Super Mario Odyssey. You had this as well. But this was like this and Ukulele were both like the crowd-funded style games.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
But as far as I'm aware, I haven't actually played Ukulele. That's a lot bigger than this game. This game's only quite short.
Oh, fair enough.
It's essentially 4 worlds, about 6 or 7 chapters per world. But the weirdest part is, in such a short space of time, I fucking loved it. It's actually so good. And I didn't even pay full price for it. I got it on sale. Like, if I'd known it was that
I don't
good.
think you ever get games full price.
Well, depends how good the game is and how much I'm looking forward to it.
The student life is it, bro?
Fucking student life, mate. Save every penny you can. Save what you can, give nothing back. So, but no, it's good. It's the which I don't. Without going too much into the story, because it's not been out for a year, as we have our rule of not give it a year first.
Yeah.
The whole premise is you're a kid called Hat Kid. So a little girl called Hat Kid.
Hat Kid.
You're on a spaceship that is running on hourglasses called timepieces.
I was going to say, please don't tell me it's powered on a furnace burning hats.
Nothing like that. No, it runs on time. She's a time traveler, hence the hat in time thing. I think there's not actually any time travel in the game. It's just like sort of
hint of that.
Distortions. You know what I mean?
Vaguely, I've got a vague.
I mean,
idea.
there is one sort of time travel thing, but that does go into spoilers, so I won't say anything about that.
Yeah, okay.
But basically, the whole thing is. This is going to sound fucking bizarre.
Let's go.
You're in the ship, and all of a sudden you hear a tap on the window. Bear in mind, you're in space. So there's a tap on the window, and it's a guy from Mafia Town. He's in the Mafia. He's from Mafia Town. It's basically some hench guy in like an apron, in a suit and an apron. He's telling you got to pay a toll, and you're like, no, go away. And he breaks the window, and obviously air vacuum.
Yeah.
All your fuel flies out onto the planet below, and you've got to go rescue it all. That's the story in a nutshell.
From Mafia Town.
From Mafia Town.
What? Wait. Do we get this guy's name, or can we just assume it was like, you know?
No, they don't have names. They're just called the Mafia.
Oh, okay. So we
And
can.
they all talk like this. Welcome to Mafia Town.
Oh,
Must
so
pay a toll.
it's not even like an Italian mafia; it's the Russian mafia.
A little bit, yeah.
So,
And they all have the little mustache as well. They're all bald, have a little mustache. They all wear blue suits and an apron. Apparently they're all cooks as well. They all have like, sometimes their aprons will say stuff like kiss the cook and all this kind of business.
So right, let me get this. Wait, let me get my head around this. The mafia guy from Mafia Town,
Yes.
looks Italian, sounds Russian, and can cook.
And they all look the exact same. Every single one of them.
How many drugs were these people taking making this game?
I don't know.
I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall in that situation. Just, what the fuck?
That's only the first level, mate. It gets weirder from there. Like, again, I'm not going to go into spoilers, but the second world is something completely random. Just describing it would be completely random. The third world is creepy, but also pretty random too. Excuse me. And then the fourth world was more like a free roaming section, to be honest. So, yeah.
It's just good. Imagine this guy's name was Joe.
There's the Mafia guy?
Yeah.
Joe the Mafia guy.
Or Joey. Joey would sound better.
Mafia Joey.
Mafia Joey.
There we go.
And he only ever used vowels. Hey! And oh!
Oh, yeah. I get that reference. I get that reference. Yeah. So that's like the one thing I've sort of finished. It's not very long. I think I finished it in actually like a day.
Fair enough.
Maybe, well, I think I played it over space 2 days, but like if I was to sit and play it all in one go, you'd get done in a day.
If you sit and play and go!
Yeah, and go! You get it done in a
Gotta
day.
get the hand in there, haven't you?
And the hand, of course.
You can't, if you try and do any in Italian, you gotta get the hand.
Well, no, because it gets you in the mindset of it, that's why.
That's what I mean, you put the hand up and as soon as the hand comes up, you're done Italian, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, God.
As soon as they go back down,
Yeah, back to English, yeah. Yeah. Other than that, I've had a bit of a really strange craving lately to play card games. I don't mean like
21.
Aces, 21, Blackjack, all this kind of bollocks. No, I mean trading card games. Like Yu-Gi-Oh!, the Magic, Pokemon, anything else out there I've not tried yet, but I'm curious to try. Why not?
You've got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, we do. So I've been trying to find a good Yu-Gi-Oh! Game to play. Now,
Okay.
there's like a fan thing on the computers called Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro.
Okay.
It's a bit rough around the edges, but you can essentially make any deck you want and play the people online or play a robot or this kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm not too keen on it. There's no real challenge in it apart from just because you can make any deck you want at all.
Yeah.
So I've been thinking more towards actual games. So I'd already played this before on the PS4. It was a Yu-Gi-Oh! Game called Legacy of the Duelist, which, as far as I'm aware, apart from the mobile game, which I'll mention in a minute, is the most recent game, Yu-Gi-Oh! Video game.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
It's only a demo though. I've not got the full game. It's only a demo I've played technically, but it essentially runs through all the seasons of the show, of which there are now 5, by the way.
There's 5
There are
seasons.
5
There's like 50 episodes in one
not even so
season.
much, in fact, it's not even seasons. It's different series of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because like the first Yu-Gi-Oh!, which we all know, Yu-Gi-Moto, Kaiba, all that kind of bollocks, that had like 4 seasons, and then you've got the next series, which is Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, and then the next series after that is. I didn't mind it so much. I didn't mind it so much. Then you've got 5Ds. Have you heard of 5Ds?
Mate, after Yu-Gi-Oh! No. 5Ds.
5Ds is set in the future, and they play card games on motorcycles.
5Ds. One sounds like a porno.
It does sound like a bit of a porno, doesn't it? A gangbang porno.
You know what I mean? Just some poor little Chinese girl's going to sound like she's crying again. We've had this discussion before.
Yeah, we have.
All Chinese girls, when they're having sex in porno, sound like they're crying. Yeah. It's always the same face as well.
Oh my God.
I came to the conclusion of they are actually crying.
Possibly, yeah.
Because have you seen the size of a Chinese man's penis? It ain't that big. And then you're getting fucking Tyrone. Can't think of any black name, to be honest.
Oh my God.
Just Tyrone at the moment.
Fuck it, I'll do.
Yeah. Tyrone. Yeah.
Whatever.
From the hood. Coming in with his fucking walking cane, and then you realise that ain't a walking cane. Why hasn't he got his hands on it?
I really don't know what to say, to be honest.
He's looking at her and he's just like, I'm gonna pound the shit out of you. She's actually crying in fear. She isn't enjoying that. That fucker is banging the shit out of her liver. She's got bruised insides off him.
I'm letting this tangent just keep going. I'm just letting it keep going.
This girl is actually dying of internal bleeding. She's not liking this. So, you know, in my theory, all Japanese girls are actually crying.
Okay. Are you done?
I don't know, that's the Chinese girl.
Anyway, yeah, so there's 5Ds, and then there's... Shit, what's the 4th one called? I always forget the 4th one. It's like No, it's Zexal. Zexal. And the newest and the latest one, which as far as I'm aware is called Arc V.
Zexal.
Yeah, Zexal. Zexal. This is all besides the point. Really, there's not much to say about it apart from the fact it's a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh game. Okay. In the demo, you got like 2 levels of the first series, and then everything after that is like 1 level because they sort of introduced new mechanics to the game and stuff. Because I'm not gonna lie, mate, I don't know when the last time you played Yu-Gi-Oh was. Like the card game and all this.
We're going back, what, year 9?
Yeah, probably a while.
That's a good, 9, 10 years ago?
Well, I only last played it in college, like in person. But even now, things have changed from then. Like, because you had fusion summons, you had ritual summons. Now there's synchro summons.
What the fuck's a synchro summon?
So you basically get one smaller monster who's a tuner monster. And you get a bigger monster. And you have to add up their star levels to summon a monster of the same amount of star levels. So it's like one tuner monster with 2 stars. And say a 5 or 6 star normal monster. Or even 2 little 3 stars. To add up to something big to summon a big synchro monster. And then there's XYZ summons. Which is like fucking... You get 2 of the same amount of stars to summon a big thing. And you use those cards to then fucking do different effects and stuff. And then the latest thing is ritual summoning. Not even that, no. Pendulum summoning. So now you've got monster cards that are also spell cards. That are still monster cards though. So you can decide where to put them. The game has changed, my friend. The game has changed a lot. Yeah.
Quick blink, can't you, love?
Moving on. Let's not dive down that rabbit hole, shall we?
Have the FBI at the door.
I've also had a look at a different kind of card game called Hearthstone, which is like a Blizzard one. You know, Blizzard, World of Warcraft, Overwatch, StarCraft, all this kind of thing.
Yeah, never
Hearthstone,
been a big fan of them.
I've not played the game. All the stuff's more PC stuff, so I can't.
I think that's the only thing that puts me off it. A lot more PC.
Yeah, and like it's like Diablo and stuff like that as well. So
we don't mention Diablo.
We don't mention Diablo.
We don't mention Diablo 2.
We don't mention Diablo 2.
We also... Okay, we may hint on the idea of Diablo 3. But that's only because it got improved. But we don't talk about Diablo.
Okay, fair enough. So it's those Si, senor. It's those developers. It's another card game, but when you play it, it feels a lot like Magic the Gathering, which I don't know if you've played that.
I can't say I have. I'm just sort of like...
It's basically Magic the Gathering, so it's okay. It's just an okay card game, in my opinion.
Fair enough.
But this is where I want to get into the actual, like, main thing I've played, in quotation marks, this week.
Okay.
Because, as much as it pains me to admit this, Liam, I did not finish this game, and I will not finish this game. Because this game is shit.
I think I know where you're going with this.
Yeah. This, to give some background context, I bought this game God knows how long ago. Don't remember how much I paid for it. At this point, I don't really care. Okay. I've started it and not finished it about 5 times, usually getting to about the 3rd chapter. This time, I got to chapter 9, I was like, fuck it, I'm just done. Because it's just bad. And I also realised I don't want to play it because the second game looks good. And I want to play that, but I need the context. And I was like, you know how in those scenes in films where someone says something and then they realise what they said is to say, why did I think of that in the first place? That's what happened. I was like, why am I playing this game? I could just watch it. Why can't I just watch a recap online, then play the second game? Why don't I just watch a recap online and then play the second game? The game in question is The Evil Within. Have you played it?
I have, sir.
How did you finish it?
I did.
You did?
I did.
You did. Why? Why?
I enjoyed it.
Why? You really?
Yeah.
Oh, mate. I mean...
I enjoyed it because it felt like the perfect blend of Resident Evil 2 and Silent Hill.
Okay.
But it was also a complete disaster version of Resident Evil 2 and Silent Hill.
Okay.
I guess I kind of liked it for the simple fact of I hyped myself up so much to play this game.
To be honest, I can understand why. Even I got excited about it when it first came out. 3 years ago now. 4 years ago now. Because it's the same guy who wrote Resident Evil 4 who wrote the game.
Exactly. And
that's why I was like, okay, so there you go. It must be pretty good.
But can you see the Resident Evil side in it, though?
I can. And the only other side of it... And it's not even done well, I don't think.
It's not.
It's not. Like...
The second game's meant to be a lot better.
That's what I mean. That's why I was like, I want to play the first one to get the context, but then I just thought, why don't I just fucking watch a recap online? Now I know everything I need to know. I start the second game.
I do enjoy the game, though.
That's entirely fair, mate, but I just couldn't do it. For one thing, that fucking, like, cinema scope screen effect thing, which by the way, I didn't know you could actually turn off. Originally you couldn't, then they edited in a thing where you could turn it off. I didn't know that. That's annoying.
I finished that entire game and that.
Yeah, but did you play it a while ago though? Because
I think it was when it first came out.
Yeah, they only put it in there because in the second game they've got the same thing that you can actually turn on and off. They sort of went back to the first game. Was like, yeah, we're just gonna put that in there too.
We're just gonna
put that effect in there as well. Yeah,
we're just gonna slip that in right there.
You'll like it, trust me. So yeah, there's that. I hate that. I thought the frame rate was ridiculous. It kept jumping all the fucking time.
Yeah, I'll give you that one.
I didn't even really get scared more than anything else.
See, that's different. I did.
I thought the monsters were creepy, but not like, oh god.
No, they weren't like just in your face creepy. I think what it was for me, it was more the anticipation creepy. Does that make sense? Like, oh god, the room's quiet.
Yeah.
There's a shitload of ammo.
That stealth mechanic's bullshit though.
Hiding under the beds and shit like that.
I didn't even do that. Okay, for full disclosure right now, I played it on easy mode because I thought, you know what, I'm going to bash through this fucking game. I want to smash it as much as I can, and then I just gave up on it.
So, some of the mechanics are fucking stupid. Like,
yeah.
He's, like, I know it's a game, so it's got to give you that chance, but it was like, he's ran into this room with no windows and no other exit. Where's he gone? There's a singular bed in the middle of the room. Oh well.
Oh, well, I must have gone somewhere else. Did he come in here after all? I don't know.
It was like, what the fuck? Does this guy have, like, Alzheimer's or something? He's just instantly forgot what the fuck he was doing. He's going back to the nursing home now.
Maybe.
He doesn't know he's in a nursing home.
Well, they're all mental. That's the point. Excuse me. But all in all, I didn't like it. In fact, I'd easily put it up there in like one of my worst games I played.
It's not one of the best. I definitely wouldn't rate it as badly as you, but
no, I vehemently don't like this game.
It's not a game I'd tell someone to go and play.
That's fair. That's what I was going to say to you. If you hadn't played it, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, should I give it a go? No.
It's not.
Unless it was like a PS Plus game in a few months, and maybe
I know it's free or
Give it a
something. It's like,
gander.
go on. I'd
give it a gander, but pay no money for this game.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't pay anyone for this game anymore.
No, definitely not.
It still goes out. Ooh, that was in a yawn.
Oh, okay.
That was a yawn from the
So
lungs.
you breathed in.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was it in a yawn.
There you go. Okay. So yeah, that was Evil Din. That's. I couldn't do it, mate. As far as I'm aware, there's like 15 chapters. I got to chapter 9. I was like, I'm so close, but I don't like it.
The ending as well.
Yeah, it's as I say. I looked up what happens, and this falls before way over a year. So we can talk about this.
Yeah.
I even thought to myself while playing the game, like, none of this makes any fucking sense.
And then the ending just goes and makes no fucking sense.
The ending is the most convoluted. It was all a dream.
Yeah.
Ever. As far as I'm aware. From
Was
the
it
video I
though?
watched.
That was the thing they were going for.
This was all a dream. But was it though?
The way he said that was if you're going to break off into Biggie then. It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine.
I thought you were going to go to Nelly. I was thinking about her, thinking about me. No. Yeah. So I kind of want to play second one.
She was only 17.
God damn it, it was in our... We saw it all along. Why wouldn't anyone notice this? It's too hot for this box.
It is.
It's way too hot.
I am not getting undressed and having a James sexy party though.
Oh, god damn it. Why are you ruin my fun?
Maybe later, just not on camera.
Okay, fair
You
enough.
promised no cameras this time?
Yeah, I make a lot of promises like that.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I'm still waiting for that ring.
We see. Well, that's it for games, Rice. The only thing I've done is played a bit of... I played, again, looking for like a card game thing. I played the mobile Yu-Gi-Oh game,
Yeah.
which is fucking Yu-Gi-Oh for babies. I'm not even gonna lie. It's... you know how it's like usually 6 turns? Now it's 4. Instead of having the 5 card fucking play area, you got 3. It's just... It's Yu-Gi-Oh for fucking babies. I've not lost a single match yet. And that's even playing like the normal shitty AI characters wandering around the map, or just fucking go to the big main fucking stage bosses, like, you know, the actual characters and stuff. I've not lost the game yet. So, it's fucking dull. Anyway, rant over. Yeah.
Me and you need to have a duel after this.
I'd happily duel you after this. Happily. Gotta scratch that itch, boy. Scratch that fucking itch. I know we usually throw in the stuff we've watched. I've personally not watched anything this week. Have you watched anything this week?
I've watched a lot this week.
Okay.
I have actually... And see, this is the thing I like about me and you more than anything else. When it comes to podcasts, we both enjoy games.
Yeah.
You definitely enjoy them more than me. When it comes to watching TV, we both enjoy that. I definitely enjoy watching TVs and movies a lot more than you.
Okay.
So we kind of get this nice little back and forward type of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me, I've been watching quite a fair bit.
Okay.
I'm hearing a fair few rumours as well.
Well, this is all you then.
Well, not all me. Let's not give it to all me.
Well, the watched section's all you.
Yeah, I suppose. I've watched a weird one, not a weird one, but one that I didn't think I'd find entertaining.
Is it more anime?
No.
Okay.
It is called...
If you dare say Love Island, I'm gonna slap you.
No. Definitely wasn't.
Carry on then.
It's actually called Dynasty. It's a Netflix original. Now, without going into too much detail, because it hasn't been out for a year, but it's been out since like the beginning of this year, so it's
I
getting
think
there.
I've seen that scrolling through Netflix, but I've never actually given it time of day.
Do you ever remember growing up? Did you ever watch Nickelodeon?
Yeah, of course.
Did you ever watch Victorious?
No.
Well, there was a character in that, and she was kind of a bitch in it.
Okay.
And if people know who I'm talking about, they'll know. I can't remember her actual name, but it's basically, obviously now they're all grown up. She's like 28 or like 25, 28.
So what, is like an actual continuation of Victorious, or just
No,
like...
no, it's the same. It's like same.
Same premise, essentially.
No, same like actor.
Oh, okay.
There's like a fair few actors that have come back from. It's like, wow, Nickelodeon grew up and got itself a mortgage. You know what I mean?
These guys can grow up too. Holy shit.
Yeah, shit, we're fucked. You know what I mean? But no, basically the whole thing around is this multi-million billion industry,
Okay.
and it's the family that own it, and it's their life, and it's obviously it's like third world problems with them, but to the extreme.
Okay.
So like people get kidnapped, people get fucking killed,
Right.
and it's hard to explain. I'd just suggest watching it.
Okay.
Sit down, give it a few episodes. Don't just judge off the first one, because the first one's more like, hi, I'm blah. Hi, I'm blah.
It's
You
one
know?
of those series you kind of got to give a few episodes
You've
to.
got to give it a few episodes to get into.
Okay.
I first watched it when I first went over to Ireland, and we couldn't agree on anything.
Okay.
So we eventually just stuck with this.
Stick on something no one had any opinion
Yeah, we
on.
had no idea about it. We just threw it on, and it turned out to be a decent little watch.
Fair enough.
Now, again, like I said, I didn't expect myself to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because it was all like, it was kind of like a drama thing. I was like, oh, fuck's sake, it's going to be like Hollyoaks.
Oh, God.
You know what I mean?
Not another one.
And it went. It was so good.
Okay.
By the end of like the 3rd episode, she was like, I'm tired. I was like, yeah, that's fine. Next episode.
Slightly watch it under the covers. Okay, this is going to be a good one then. It's best to be a good one.
I watched Sharknado.
Oh my fucking God, no. You act... Okay.
I've never seen the first Sharknado. It's so bad.
If you just said it was good, I'd be like, what the fuck are you on?
No, but that's the thing. It is so bad. It's fun to watch.
Like The Room.
Yeah. It's like, what the the premise makes no sense.
No, of course
the
not.
acting is terrible. The script writing is fucking beyond the joke. Yeah, I can't stop watching it.
Oh my God. Hang on, haven't they made like 4 or 5 films
There's
at this
like
point?
6 of them now.
6 of them?
I'm sure there's like 6 of them. They are basically cult classics.
That Deadpool joke makes a lot more sense now.
Yeah. See what I mean?
What, have you watched more than one of them now at this point, or just the first one still?
No, I've watched like, I think it was like the 3rd and 5th one. I've never like watched them continuously.
Okay.
But I'm not sure of it.
I don't imagine they have a coherent narrative running through all the films, but you've got to experience every second of it.
It's just that one Sharknado flying around.
It's like 6 movies. God damn, it's been going for a while, this Sharknado. Fucking hell, don't find a way to stop this shit.
It's been like
I guess this is life now.
I guess it's been 6 years, guys. There's no one gonna kill the Sharknado. Where's Reggae Shark when we need him?
Sorry, just saying it sounds fucking dumb.
Reggae Shark.
Not even that, just Sharknado's like... Oh my God.
The dude jumps inside a shark with a chainsaw.
Okay.
This shark...
Ash? Evil Dead? What?
No.
Oh, okay.
This shark is like, in Sharknado, and shark spots him. He's like, you're mine. Jumps out trying to get him.
I think if the sharks actually spoke like that, it'd make the film a lot better.
It would.
I'm gonna eat you now. Man.
I'm a little bit peckish. Yeah. Anyway, this shark's going 100 miles. He's gonna eat this fella, and this fella's got a chainsaw.
Okay.
So, sharks don't have legs. Once they hit the floor...
You heard it here first, folks.
I know, right? Once they hit the floor, they're done.
Okay.
What?
Flop around like a fish would, yeah.
You know what I mean? They're not going to be doing much. So instead of stepping to the side like a normal person, or running for cover like a normal person, this dude turns round with a chainsaw, jumps back up towards the shark, into the shark's mouth, and comes out the other side because he held a chainsaw in front of him the whole time.
Okay.
Why the fuck was it so epic to watch though?
Oh my God.
I
don't think
it's so bad.
I don't think there's any more to say about that, really. And
It's so bad, but so good.
it's so bad that you have to see it.
It's so bad that you have to go and watch it. It needs to be done.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh goodness. Right. Anything else you've watched, or should we get on to the news bits? Try and gather your thoughts. Dead quick.
Sharknado.
Wow.
It's coming
It's
on.
mind blowing. It's fucking. God damn it! We made it a whole 35 minutes without mentioning that fucking phrase.
I couldn't help it.
God.
I
damn
need
it.
my fix, man.
Fuck's sake.
I need my coming home memes.
Oh God. Yeah, for those out, well, I don't need to describe this really. It's the fucking World Cup.
It's the
Fucking knows
World
about it.
Cup.
Everyone knows about it. Even the people who don't give a shit
Yeah.
know about it.
Right, for those that actually do give a shit though,
Yeah.
it's the World Cup. It's the pinnacle. Did I say that right?
A pinnacle.
A pinnacle.
No, it's just pinnacle.
Okay,
There's no other.
that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
it's that one.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, it's the best of the best. It's the World Cup.
Which is actually, the match starts in like an hour, so we need to get through this. We need to get through this because otherwise we're gonna hear all the way down the fucking street.
Yeah, we really do. Right, so to get through this as quick as possible, the World Cup, it's amazing. Liverpool. England have never
Been this far in the cup.
I've never been this far in the cup in 28 years.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Last time we won the World Cup was 52 years ago. If you were 14 years of age watching the World Cup in 1966, you are now 66. And who have we got in the final if we beat Croatia?
France. Oh yeah.
We've got the fucking quaz on eating French pricks. Oh, hate runs deep.
Which I've been saying is funny because if France do win, it'll be like football nearly came home.
Yeah.
It just kind of stayed at a friend's house instead on the way and didn't want to leave.
It's going to France. It's
It
going.
went to France.
No, but no, seriously.
We'll fucking walk down the street if we lose. You go, it went to France, and look how many people they give us the fucking daggers. They get beating the fuck out of us in seconds.
But no, yeah. So that's the World Cup, folks,
Oh yeah, it's the World Cup.
and that's like kind of.
It's kind of
Also, England are shit at penalties. Every time we go to penalties, we lose.
okay.
The planets have aligned. The gods have graced us. It's Russia, so obviously Vladimir Putin's giving us a hand somehow. Donald Trump's helping him somewhere along the line, but no, that's fake news.
Can't prove that.
Yeah. But England are actually doing well. They won Croatia. Not Croatia. We're facing Croatia today. We beat Colombia last week in penalties. That doesn't help. That's not right. Something's going on. Harry Kane's a wizard.
You're a wizard, Harry.
That's it. There's no other two ways about it. Harry Kane's a wizard. The planets have aligned. The gods are sitting there going, yes, it's about time we give England their World Cup. You know what I mean? It's happening.
Okay.
And I'm making a complete prick out of myself because the match hasn't started yet and we hopefully don't get beat.
I hope for you, as I've already said, I give no shits. Personally. So.
Oh, no, me neither. I can't stand the thing.
Oh, there you go. So moving swiftly on.
Moving.
We have just over an hour left to go.
Let's go.
We have film news. Not very much film news, but we have a bit of film news. So we're gonna start off with something not so pleasant, a bit sad news. There was someone who passed away recently. His name was Steve Ditko. For those who don't know who that is, he, along with Stan Lee, created Spider-Man. He passed away on the 29th of June, aged 90.
Good age.
Yeah, he's lived a good life, lived a long life. He's created one of the most influential characters in pop culture.
Exactly.
So, rest in peace and all this. But as I say, I thought it was worth mentioning because we all love Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man. You love Spider-Man.
I love Spider-Maning.
Exactly. Well, I just got that.
So did she.
Motherfucker.
That's what she said.
So to move on from the sad news. Apparently, I didn't see this. You saw this, but apparently there was a bit of an image going around of Jason Momoa looking like Kratos.
Yeah.
And people were saying that Netflix is going to make a God of War series.
Don't.
Well, good. It's a good thing you have that opinion because they're not doing it.
Good.
There's a false. That was fake news.
Yeah, but can't prove that.
That was fake news, but apparently so. But in response to this, Cory Barlog, who actually directed God of War 4,
Yeah.
He wouldn't be against the idea. It's not happening, but he's like, I'd do it though.
No.
If it kind of.
No.
Well, yeah, but not necessarily with Momoa. Just
no.
no. Just no.
Think of any live action version of a game.
Yeah, I know, but when it comes to Netflix and stuff, like they've got a Castlevania animated series, which is actually pretty good, from what I've heard.
It is.
And they're also working on a Witcher series as well. I don't know whether that's live action or animated, I'm not sure, but that's in the works. There's also been other talks of Netflix doing a series of video games stuff, so Who knows? Maybe where all the big Hollywood studios have failed with video game films and adaptations, Netflix might get it right. Maybe.
I mean, in my opinion, there's only ever been one film that's come close to the video games.
Okay.
And that would be Resident Evil, the film.
It was the
first one.
And the second one technically as well, because that was Raccoon City. It was from there they just kind of went off.
Tell like Resident Evil got it right as well.
Okay.
The first Resident Evil got it right.
Yeah. That was actually...
The second one just kind of...
I just mean like setting with and story with the film.
No, that's what
the games,
I mean.
rather.
Yeah, no,
Resident
Evil done it brilliantly. Second with Raccoon City.
Third with Apocalypse.
Third one, I think they were just trying to basically reel in as much money, because when Apocalypse came out, I think it was just after or a year after number 4 came out, the game. There's not much time difference between.
I really don't know. It could be. I really don't know, to be honest.
Yeah.
I didn't really think of connecting them with the games. I just thought... Because as I say, after 2, in my opinion, they just sort of went off in their own fucking direction.
No, that's what I mean.
So
I think they just started living up after the hype, and then it was like, Apocalypse, some people will say it's the best.
Yeah.
My opinion is Raccoon Cities was the best.
Yeah, the second one.
Yeah.
What was the second one called, actually?
I think, what was it?
The second one was called Apocalypse. The third one was Extinction. Yeah, that's the one, Extinction.
Yeah, there we go. We got there in the end, folks.
Yeah.
I can imagine so many people
all
screaming
these fucking, all these fucking subtitles. Who's asked? Yeah, so.
Yeah. So I hope they don't. And just for the integrity of the game.
Yeah.
I hope they don't go and make a live action version.
No, I don't know. I don't really have an opinion on the matter. I just thought it was worth mentioning.
Unless you're gonna use the actual voice actors from the game.
Yeah, Christopher Judge and whoever played the kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. But moving on, we've mentioned a few times in previous episodes how various actors on Game of Thrones have been like doing their various farewells or been coming out and saying, "I'm now finished.
Yes,
all my bits are done." We've had Emilia Clarke, she's all done.
Yep.
We had I'm not going to pronounce his name. Jamie Lannister.
Oh,
Nikolaj,
no, that's
whatever.
a weird... Like, it's not a weird name, it's a hard pronunciation.
It's very... Without seeing it in front of me, I couldn't even try it. He's finished with Game of Thrones. And the latest one is Maisie Williams. She's done with it now, too. It was a post on Instagram.
Yeah.
It was a pair of shoes all bloody and stuff. She was saying about how... Basically what the show's meant to her. Because obviously, it's sort of made her.
It's been a journey.
It's been a very big journey for her, especially.
I wonder what she's going to do now. And I mean, I know this is going to sound really bad.
Okay.
But she got hot.
Yeah, no.
She got fucking hot.
Yeah, she did.
Like,
I'm pretty sure she's actually our age. Liam's off to wherever the fuck Maisie Williams is. I know, because apart from Game of Thrones, she was in Doctor Who as well a couple of times. She's
in New Mutants.
She's in New Mutants whenever that comes out. I swear she has a Netflix series, you know. I swear she's in a Netflix series. I'm not sure what it is or what it's called. I swear.
I mean, she's a brilliant actress.
Yeah, of course. So I don't imagine like this is going to be the end for her.
But not just that as well. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a big fan of hers. One, she's a great actress, and two, she's fucking hot.
You tap that.
I would tap that.
Over and over and over.
I would tap that till she could see again. I would bring the light into her darkness. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Where are my bitches?
Where are my bitches?
No, but seriously, I'm a big fan of hers, and she's very musically talented as well.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So she's got a lot of options. She's not just an actress. With her obviously being young and good looking, she has done modelling in the past.
Mm-hmm.
She's also, I think she plays guitar. I'm not 100% sure if it was guitar or. I think it was guitar.
I think so, actually. Now you mention that, I swear I've seen it on Instagram at one point. She has a guitar. I'm not sure.
I don't know whether she was just posing with it or what, but I think she plays guitar as well. So
she might do.
She's got a lot of options.
Probably spent a lot of They probably had a lot of downtime between Game of Thrones, so she probably learned. She could have learned a fucking instrument. Who knows? But yeah, she's.
Dead.
Of course she would. So would I. She's finished with Game of Thrones anyway. So that's another actor who's.
Meet in the middle.
Now that's another actor who's all done with Game of Thrones, and it's not going out to next year. Game of Thrones. So we'll find out how all their scenes end next year.
Everyone dies, and Jon still knows nothing.
Probably. He dies knowing nothing.
Yeah.
But speaking of next year, Idris Elba, very famous English actor. He is in reports. He's not been confirmed. It's one of those kind of talks. It's one of those kind of talking situations where he's like, I can't do it. It came up.
Yeah.
He's in talks to play the villain in the film Hobbs and Shaw. Now I don't know what's actually going to be called that, but that's what the working title is right now. It's
I've heard about
and
this
Shaw.
before.
Yeah, which for people who may not recognise those names, those are the two characters, Jason Statham's character and Dwayne Johnson's character from the Fast and Furious films.
Yeah.
They're getting their own spin-off next year.
And what I've been told is it's meant to be a more action-packed version of, say... Man's gone blank.
Oh, God.
I can't even think of it. Mel Gibson's in it. Was a police officer.
Help
me out here, bro.
I don't know what you're on about. I don't know which film. Oh, God, here we go. He's going to relapse, folks. He's forgotten the film.
Why have I've got the film there in my head. It's playing in my actual head. And I can't think of it.
I don't know, mate.
It's just been re-released, like, modernised.
I don't know. Was it Lethal Weapon? I don't know. Oh, okay, it is. It's Lethal Weapon. Okay.
Fucking hell, Liam.
You say modernised, like, didn't they get a TV show recently?
Yeah,
okay.
It's meant to be like a more action-packed version of Lethal Weapon. It's not going to have as much funny gags. It's going to have the one-liners here and there.
Yeah.
That's just what I've been reading up on.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, so yeah, let's say it. Well, the Idris Elba thing, it's only talk at this point. It's not like a confirmed thing. But, you know, this just plays back into the whole thing of the Brits make the best villains.
It's the voice.
It is. It's the accent.
You can't help
Nothing
it.
sounds more sinister than a southern British accent, should I
as a southern...
Yeah, I was going to say, a Scouser as the main villain.
Yeah.
Might work in, like, an English film.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
you know, yeah. Anyway.
Can you imagine that, though?
Which?
Jason Statham and The Rock pulling up, just being, like, all badass, and it's just... Stop or we'll shoot! What are you playing at, la?
Fucking try it, lad. Fucking try it.
Try it, see how far you get. Do you know why, John?
I'll get me mate from down the road.
I'll get our Kev onto you, lads.
I mean, they'd make for an interesting film. I'd pay to see that. I'd pay money to see that film. And we're back in the room. Sorry about that. Very quick.
Terribly sorry.
Yes, technical difficulties.
Yes.
Yes, technical difficulties.
Yes.
But the next story on the list, because we're going to try and get through this a bit quicker, because we have commitments and stuff.
Yeah.
And woke up in like less than an hour. We're on like a time clock, like 24. The next news. We talked a few times about the rumoured Joker origin film that's supposed to be coming out, which until this point I didn't know was actually a rumour.
No, I heard there was rumours. I've also heard there's rumours of certain characters, and there's one that I really like, which apparently fans like a lot.
Okay.
And that would be William Dafoe.
Oh, no. I mean, yeah, I've seen all that as well.
I'm saying I've seen that. I'm saying I actually do, as I personally can see him playing.
Yeah, I think
a good Joker.
I think people saw that from more like his Green Goblin portrayal. There's I can see the connection there. But that whole origin film thing, as I say, I didn't know the whole basis of it was just a rumour. Until now, I know it is actually being made.
It's actually in the works, yeah?
It's actually in the works, and Joaquin Phoenix is actually playing the Joker.
Why do I know the name?
He was in Gladiator. He was the bad guy.
Is he playing the Joker?
He's the Joker.
Oh my god.
That's the only thing I've actually seen him in, is that.
No, that's all you need to see him in. He's amazing.
Yeah. Although I know he's in the other film where he was in love with like a robot or some shit like that.
I wouldn't know. I'd have to go and watch it. You know what? He's a brilliant actor in The Gladiator.
Yeah. And
if he brings half the passion he does from Gladiator into the Joker, I think we've got a good movie. Yeah. Well, it's an origin film, so we're not sure where it's going to go in terms of origin wise. I don't see how they can do an origin story on the Joker. Even the Joker doesn't know his origin. I know, but look like the Killing Joke. That gives you an origin story to the Joker. That gives you a version. Yeah, that gives you an origin story. Whereas... Like if you actually watch it in the midst of telling Batman his origin story, you actually hear the Joker say, "Well, that's the way I remembered that one." Yeah. Or something like that to emphasise like he's not sure if this is the origin story or whether this is just the origin story he's made up for himself. Yeah. And this is the one he likes, or you know. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's meant to give the Joker more depth, as in. He's actually that psychotic, he doesn't remember where he started. Mm-hmm. Makes sense. So far down the rabbit hole. Yeah. Yeah. But, as I say, the whole point of this news story is that, our other Joker, because Jared Leto is still a Joker, it's just we now have another Joker in the form of Joaquin Phoenix. That's been confirmed by a Hollywood Reporter. They've been talking about.
how he is playing the Joker.
I mean, I can see him making a good Joker. Mm-hmm. But this brings up my topic again, which really winds me up. The guy who plays the Joker in Gotham.
Yeah, the kid. Yeah, the young one. Yeah.
He plays a really good Joker.
I've not actually seen him in his Joker, so I can't really say.
And I'd suggest just even watching him on YouTube just to see his acting skills. When you watch him, you actually sit there and think, that's the Joker.
Yeah, it's just...
You're not like, wow, he's trying to be the Joker.
Yeah, but the problem with like trying to use that Joker is the fact that he's the, if you think of him just as their own universes, he's Gotham's Joker where everyone's younger and everyone else. So if they're gonna make a Joker standalone film, they need someone else to play it.
But that's what I mean. If he's making a brilliant Joker now, and it's gonna be an origin story, which means they're gonna need a young Joker.
Youngish.
Youngish.
Well, not even necessarily young, really.
Well, no, actually, when you think about it, the Joker, if they go for the killing joke style, he was what, mid-30s?
Yeah, so he wasn't even that young, really.
No, it wouldn't take much makeup to make him look a bit older.
I really don't know, to be honest.
So personally, if it was me, I would look at
the guy from Gotham.
Yeah, as at least a contender.
Well, I think, in my opinion, they should just stick to having one Joker in the films because it's going to the casual movie-going audience would be like, hang on, wasn't this Jared Leto last year?
Yeah, I can see what you mean. Not the die-hard buffs.
Yeah, not us who know what we're talking about, but like just the casuals, filthy casuals. But now we're getting into it. We've got a bunch of Marvel news to talk about. The first thing I'm going to mention, actually, which I didn't accidentally put on the list, I completely forgot to mention this. Infinity War, the DVD release has a date. I don't remember what the date is. I didn't write it down, but it's August. It's early August. It's for I know it just completely slipped my mind as I thought. Here's a bunch of Marvel news, and I forgot to mention Infinity War's coming out early next month on
Goose Frapper.
And then Deadpool's coming out as well in September.
Really?
Yeah. The super duper fucking cut edition. The Deadpool 2, that's what it's called. It's coming out in September. But anyway, the other news we have here is first off, Guardians 3, which is first draft's been submitted.
Okay.
People are wondering when it's going to be set because...
Yeah, because how can he set it without Gamora and stuff like that? So it's
like
set before Infinity War.
But then the problem with setting it before Infinity War is we know what happens to them. There's no weight to them though, is there? Because there's no sense of like these guys are in danger. Because if it's set before Infinity War, which you've already seen, then we know what's going to happen to them in Infinity War. So it's like
we know they're not going to be in any danger.
Yeah, there's no weight to the story. So that's why James Gunn has come out and said yes, it's set after Avengers 4, so the next Avengers film, after the big conclusion to fucking 20 years of films.
It has been 20 years, hasn't it, man?
No, it's not 20, it's 10, isn't it? No, it's 10. Fucking 20 years.
No,
it's 20 films.
When did the very first Spider-Man come out?
No, not that. No, that it starts from Iron Man, not Spider-Man.
Oh, we actually go on. No, I was just on about the Marvel movies in general.
The MCU. What they call the MCU was start from Iron Man. That was... I've got my numbers mixed up. It's 10 years of films, 20 movies in total. Or around nearly 20 movies in total. But that's besides the point. Guardians 3 is set after Avengers 4, the big climax and everything. Next up... the big... it's all done. Spider-Man 2, which is officially called Spider-Man Far From Home.
Yeah, I remember you saying.
Two things. Doctor Strange isn't going to be in it.
Okay.
That was kind of a rumour people thought was going to happen because Mysterio is the bad guy, very mystical, very magical. Who's Peter going to go to for advice and help?
Doctor Strange would make a reasonable.
Yeah. So people thought that was kind of going to be it. But then as well as that, I'm pretty sure in the whole Marvel Sony deal thing, I don't know what the fuck just happened.
Didn't you hear that click?
No.
Oh God, the one I'm sitting on.
Man down. Oh, don't sit on it then.
I think if I didn't be sitting on it, it would have made that a lot worse.
Probably, actually.
I think the fact there's pressure on it helped a little bit.
Okay.
But who's he gonna go to?
What?
Who's Spider-Man gonna seek help with?
Oh, I don't know. That's what I mean. It's just that's what people thought was going to be in the film. But I also thought it might make sense because I could be wrong on this. But the whole deal that Sony and Marvel worked out to have Spider-Man in the film is that in all the solo films there has to be at least 2 MCU characters showing up. So like in the first film you had Iron Man, and you kind of had Captain America on the sly.
Yeah, kind of little.
Yeah, so like people thought that would make sense as well. Doctor Strange was in the film, the second film. So, but yeah, that's either way, that's not happening. He's not going to be there, unfortunately. The second bit in Spider-Man news is that they've cast someone's been added to the film. I've never heard this guy before.
Okay.
He's called JB Smoove.
I never read.
Yeah, me neither. He's gonna be in the film. That was just like some casting news that came out, and people are like, "Oh, could he be J. Jonah Jameson?" But considering most of the film's set abroad, it's probably not gonna be Jameson.
Oh, where's it getting set though?
In Europe. The whole point is he's gone on a big field trip. Like I think a big chunk of the film is actually set in London.
I was gonna say, let's hope it's a lot in London, because that'd be nice for Tom Holland to actually come home, wouldn't it?
Yeah, he's just come home for work.
Just, hi mom, I'm working. Get the fuck out.
I can't talk right now. I'm working.
Get the fuck out.
Go away. Yeah. So
go back to America.
I think people want him to be J. Jonah Jameson, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think he will be. That's just my opinion. Probably be like a teacher or something like that.
I've also heard rumours about Venom.
For the film or the games?
I haven't heard any of the games, no.
Okay. What's this?
It's the films. Not the new film with Tom Hardy.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I've also heard that it's not that Carnage is going to make an appearance.
Okay.
We knew about that.
Yeah, we've heard like people.
We've heard rumours that
Woody Harrelson is supposed to be playing Carnage.
but apparently it's not Woody Harrelson.
Okay, it's not Woody Harrelson.
No, he's not going to be playing Carnage.
Okay.
Don't know who it is.
Okay, but apparently
it's
Carnage
not going to be.
Okay. I didn't know that. That's news to me as well.
That's news to me. I only literally seen that like when I went to.
When you went for a shit.
Yeah. no. Okay, guys, everybody poops. Okay.
Everybody poops except girls. Girls don't poop till they're 18.
Girls poop.
Till after they're 18.
No, girls poop.
No, they turn 18 first.
Do you
My
want?
mum told me this. This is fact, right?
Do you want to hear a really confusing fact?
What?
Girls get horny too.
No, you're bullshitting me.
And your mum and dad had sex a lot more than just like.
La 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 la.
My mama is innocent.
Innocent. Okay, come on. We keep getting off track with
Sorry.
this. Last bit of film news. Well, second to last bit of film news. Ant-Man and the Wasp came out already in America. It got delayed over here because of the World Cup. So it's coming out start of August.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, fucking football. Anyway, in terms of the returns and box office results, Disney was sort of hoping, or realistically thinking, it would make about $70 million back. Whereas some like online analysts were like, no, it should roughly make about 80, maybe even $100 million backwards. It made about 76. So Disney were right.
Disney were right.
Disney were right. Some people consider it a bit of a failure.
See, that's why Disney should get all the MCU. They are right.
Disney are always right, Liam.
They're always right.
Disney are always right. Disney have never done anything wrong before.
Never.
Back in the room. Yeah. Which is 20 million more than the first film made. First film made like 50 odd million, so yeah, it's done well.
No, but seriously, that just proves to the point that the MCU should belong to Disney.
You mean like the X-Men Fantastic Four kind of thing?
This whole bollocks that's going on of deals Fox. And trying to sell, with Fox and shit like that. Just.
Well, as I say, it is pretty far along, that whole deal. But as the next piece of news points out, there is a bit of a bump in the road because some shareholders of Fox are going to file a lawsuit against them.
Why?
They bought hurt over the fact that they're going to sell to Disney. Because obviously Comcast want to come in with like actual money and stuff.
Yeah.
And Disney are obviously offering like shares as opposed to cash.
Yeah, but in the business world, shares, they do fluctuate.
Yeah.
And it is a bit more of a gamble than getting cold hard cash.
Mm-hmm.
But if you play your cards right and, bit of luck.
Yeah.
You're probably going to make it in Disney shares as well.
Yeah, Disney ain't going away anytime soon.
No, you're going to be making a fucking fortune.
Yeah. And it's not just that as well. They've offered like a shitload of money in shares as well as to pay off all of Fox's debts. That's their new deal originally. So
Fox is basically, they're clearing their own debts. They're doing a smart business move.
Yeah, basically.
And these
they're saying to Disney,
stop being bitches.
They're saying to Disney, if you want us, you're going to have to take all the bad shit too.
Yeah.
Take us at our worst.
Yeah.
Deserve us at our best. So, but then one of the shareholders called Robert Wees.
I don't know. I'm still just like amazed at the bitchiness that's just come out of your mouth.
I didn't hear it. What?
No.
I don't.
Take me at my worst.
Oh yeah,
you don't deserve me at my best.
Come on, that makes sense though.
It does, but it was like, wow,
Yeah.
you have just turned into that 14-year-old schoolgirl on Snapchat
Yeah, of course.
who's just had a heart broken because of
And
crush.
got my cleavage out. Yeah. Well, hardly cleavage, let's be honest. Yeah, so this guy, he and a bunch of other Fox shareholders are going to basically try and put a halt on it. But as I say, the deal itself is kind of, it's sort of it's on rails now to be done.
Yeah.
So unless they're going to come in and be like, burn the place to the ground, it's probably not going to do much. It's just worth mentioning that there are some people at Fox who are not too happy with how things are going. So yeah.
Welcome.
And the last section is the gaming news. We're going to get through this as quickly as we can. First bit is Amazon have done it again. They've leaked a game that's not been announced. Borderlands 3.
Oh no.
Oh no, here's a game you guys won. No, put that away. No date, it's just...
We can't give you...
Stop hitting the mic. The mic did nothing wrong. Hashtag Mike did nothing wrong.
Mike did everything wrong.
What did you do to my mic when I wasn't here, Liam?
Why did you think the earphones went in so much easier this time?
Oh, God. God. Besides the point, Borderlands 3 is apparently a thing, which we've already known for a while. It's just no one's talked about it.
Yeah.
So, next thing is Dead Island 2 is actually still a thing. Remember, that got announced fucking ages ago.
I genuinely forgot all about that.
So did I. And then as I looked into it, it's had a bunch of developers try and then drop out again. Because it was originally going to be done by Jaeger. Who did the Spec Ops The Line game. They dropped out of it. There was another company who came in, I forget the name. They dropped out of it. And I'm not sure who it's with now. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's a very unknown publisher who's working on it now.
Give it a dice.
They're still working on it, but it's still a thing.
Just give it a dice.
Fuck dice. You've got enough on the plate. Battlefield, all that kind of bollocks, they're fine. Dice are fine. They'll be fine. Anyway, yes, it's still a thing. The guys who are making it on Twitter, the people who are making it on Twitter did say, yes, it is still a thing. They still haven't the show yet. You know, it's been supposedly in the works for fucking knows how long.
Yeah.
So. Now, the next piece, I don't know how you're going to feel about this. Assassin's Creed news, sort of. I know you and I aren't so happy about the Odyssey situation, how it's coming out.
It's not Assassin's Creed?
Well, yeah, that too.
It's just not Assassin's Creed.
No, we know this. We all know this.
And it's gone back to yearly releases. I am triggered.
Triggered to the max.
Like, right now, I am worse than a snowflake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, they're talking about future already of Assassin's Creed. Mainly with like technology-wise, because what they're looking at is potentially having multiple time periods in one game. And even multiple countries in one game.
Didn't they try sort of something like that with the first 3?
Yeah, I mean, like, different time periods they had that in Unity. There's those sections where you jump to, like, World War II and all this bollocks and stuff like that. Remember that?
And you know what? I am the weird cunt that actually liked playing Assassin's Creed during World War II.
Mm-hmm.
It just made no sense.
Yeah, of course. And then they also did the multiple countries thing, technically, sort of, with Black Flag. A very big map.
Yeah, I'll give you that one.
Yeah.
I'll give you that one.
So basically, they're saying that in the future they want to make games that are set in more than one time period. Sort of. The new tech is looking at bigger open worlds, because we haven't got enough open worlds as it is.
We don't need bigger open worlds. What we need in these style of games is enough time to, one, miss them. Fuck's sake, we've just only got little Origins.
Mm-hmm.
And now we've got Odyssey. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, no, give us time to actually miss and enjoy playing this game.
Mm-hmm.
Then when you bring it out, we'll be more excited about it. Secondly, we need a better fucking story.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, every single Assassin's Creed, except for Black Flag and, like, I think Freedom Cries.
Freedom Cry. Oh, yeah, the
DLC for Black Flag,
yeah.
I've all had the same, you killed my family, or some member of my family, or someone I love, so I'm going on a revenge killing spree. Oh my god,
yes. Actually, yes. Yeah. That's true, it has.
Black Flag had the best... Black Flag's rated one of the best games they ever made.
Yeah.
One, you're a freaking pirate. Who doesn't want to fucking...
Be a pirate.
Be a pirate and kill people and rape women.
Yo-ho.
And then go and sing sea shanties afterwards as if nothing's just happened.
What do we do with the drunken sailor?
What do we do with it? Throw him in the bed with the captain's daughter. Throw him in the bed with the captain's daughter.
Yeah, it is considered the best. Yes.
Yeah, it's considered the best, and the story is completely different.
Yeah.
It's not.
You're not even an assassin. You're not even a proper assassin.
You're not even a proper assassin. You just managed to stumble across an assassin,
nick his clothes, and like start stabbing people.
Yeah, and like realizing you've got a knack for it.
Yeah. So
So yeah, you became your own assassin.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously off camera, I think you become like master assassin and stuff like that.
Yeah, he eventually becomes an actual like official assassin.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But moving on from Assassin's Creed news, yes. Although you might not like this so much. Black Ops 4, Blops 4. Blops. As we all know, they're going to a battle royale theme. There's no single player in this game. Although apparently 2019 COD will have a single player, whatever that is. 2019's version. I don't know. Don't care. But there's been a screenshot of how many players are going to be in the battle royale mode, and it says 2 to 60. So, which is a bit shorter than like the likes of Fortnite and PUBG. But
2 to 60.
Yeah, because those games have like 100 players and stuff. But bear in mind the size of those maps compared to the typical.
Yeah, I get that.
COD
But
maps.
I get that, but Battlefield have 60 players in them standard.
Yeah,
So that's not
Probably-
like it's not like
I know, but I think it's because these two games aren't really focused on battle royale so much.
No, I'm more on about the trying to make it seem surprising that we can get 60 people in a map, guys.
Oh no, to be fair, right? I actually didn't mention this at all. This isn't confirmed. This is just like a leaked screenshot someone's like shared around.
Yeah.
But no, they've not come out and said this is what our servers will handle. This is just something someone's seen, probably like a prototype,
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
something like that. That's just a number to work with for now in terms of
Yeah.
Black Ops 4's battle royale mode, which no one asked
There is
for.
going to be so much camping. It's going to hurt.
Well, if they do the reduced map thing like in other battle royale games, and they don't have a choice but to move around.
They still have the choice to get to that circling camp.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
And that's what's going to be the worst part about it, is you know it's going to be some 14-year-old on a 5 fucking kill spree, calling in attack helicopters, dogs, and just going to be sitting in the centre of the map like that. I'm such a good gamer. No, you're not. You're not. You are...
Your mum should have swallowed you.
You are...
The weakest link. Goodbye.
Yeah. You are the missing link.
Oh my god.
It's just... Oh.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's alright. Moving swiftly on. EA Montreal. It's one of EA's many divisions and
Yeah.
stuff. They're working on a new IP. That's the news. They're going to make a new IP. But the
Why?
person who's leading this design team is called Jade Raymond, who used to work at Ubisoft on the Assassin's Creed games. The early Assassin's Creed games when they were still good. So that's a good sign for whatever this new IP is going to be. We'll see. So
Let's see what happens.
I can't remember the exact quote, but the whole idea is they want to make a game that won't be a year release sort of thing. It'll feel like a game you can live in. That's what they're aiming for, to make it big and expansive.
Yeah.
For expanding all this kind of bollocks. So we'll see how that goes. Delay news. We have delay news.
There's always a delay news
There's
somewhere.
always delay news somewhere. Code Vein, which is, from what I've seen, essentially anime Dark Souls,
Yeah.
like gameplay wise. It was supposed to come out in September 28th, in fact. But it's been pushed back to next year.
Now, you've
I
played
think next
both
year.
of these games. They're quick as quick as I can. You've played both of these games, right?
Which games?
Dark Souls 4 is just being released, or is getting released?
No. The last Dark Souls game was 3.
Fair
The
enough.
new game from Software, which is confusing to say, is that Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. The one we saw at E3.
Yeah.
Although I will say I have played Dark Souls 3 and 1. I don't like the games in terms of just...
They are a grind.
I don't have that.
No, that's all there is. They are a grind.
Yeah, pretty much.
No,
I
but
played a
what-
bit of Neo, which is more like Samurai Dark Souls.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of stuff on Facebook and the internet in general that people don't want another Dark Souls. They want another Bloodbound or Bloodborne, is it?
Bloodborne, yeah.
They want another Bloodborne. They don't want another Dark Souls.
That's like Goth Dark Souls, the Bloodborne.
Yeah, apparently a lot more people want that.
Yeah, I can see that. That was actually quite well received.
It's a game that I've always looked at but never actually given it a go on. Bloodborne.
It was a free game a few months ago.
No, I'll have to buy it.
Okay, fair enough. It's pretty good. It's just to be honest, it is just more Dark Souls, just a different setting and stuff first. So
Fair enough.
I'd say more gothy. So it's if you kind of want to get into the Souls series, I'd say maybe give it a go. But I'm not the person to ask about this kind of series.
No.
We have a mutual friend who is better to ask about these kind of things. So, but yeah, as I say, it's pushed back to next year because there was some feedback from like a demo people got to play, and it's like this needs more time
Yeah,
than
that's
a
what
few
you're saying.
months. So, Pokemon news. With the new game coming out this November, which is essentially a remake of Pokemon Yellow, Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, Let's Go Pikachu. They are going to re-release the original Kanto 151 Pokemon in a plushie form. Little palm-sized plushies, apparently. That's how big they're going to be. Palm-sized. What?
I want them all.
You want them all? Okay.
I'm going to catch them all.
To be fair, you're going to catch them. You're going to buy them all.
No, I'm going to catch them all. I'm going to punch some kid in the face and rob his
teddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Whilst his dad's like chasing me down the street, I'm going to be singing the Pokemon theme song.
Gotta catch them all!
Pokemon!
So, to be fair, it's good because there was as much Pokemon merch as there is out there. Not every Pokemon has had a plushie, so this new line of theirs will give those untouched Pokemon their time in the sun.
I'm so
So there'll finally be probably a fucking Tangela plushie out there, which may or may not have existed, or a Geodude plushie. I don't know. They're releasing 30 of them this month. In fact, this Friday, July 13th. And the rest, the next 121 will be out in November alongside the game.
Oh my god, I'm sweating.
Yeah, with fucking warmest rooms. Get this wrapped up quickly. Last bits of news: Spider-Man PS4. You mentioned Venom before.
Yeah.
The news about Venom in the Spider-Man games is that he's not going to be in this Spider-Man game, which is it's kind of a good thing because he's a big villain.
He could actually make his own game.
Which is it's just something I was going to say. Like, this game will probably do well. Maybe it'll come out and it won't do well critically, like review wise.
Yeah.
But people are going to buy this game.
Yeah.
So they probably will get a sequel out of it. So I'd say put Venom in one of those potentially.
Potentially, I don't know. I'd put Venom in his own. You could get away with putting Venom in his own.
Get own game, like have a Venom game.
Yeah.
Not a Spider-Man game, a Venom game.
Like literally a Venom game.
That could work. I mean, don't you ever played Ultimate Spider-Man on the PS2?
Yes.
It's based on the Ultimate Spider-Man comics. You got to play as Spider-Man and Venom in that game, and Venom was fucking cool.
That's what I mean.
So
I remember playing it on the old PS1. Remember that?
And I remember that. Yeah.
You got to. There was a section where you played with Venom, but not as Venom.
Yeah, I remember that section. Yeah.
And it was so much fun. Like Venom is a character that people love. He's basically Punisher. He's an anti-villain. He's got no qualms for killing people. But it's only bad people. Does that make sense?
Like it says in the film.
Yeah.
You're only gonna hurt bad people.
Why does he have to be such a bitch in this film? I don't understand.
I have no idea. We'll find out in October or September, whichever one it is.
But no, I reckon it'd do well in its own standalone game.
Yeah, either that or, as I say, as a opposition to Spider-Man. Yeah. But it would require... He would have to be the focus, as opposed to just throw in another villain into the mixing pot that is Spider-Man PS4 so far. Yeah. Maybe not DLC, I don't think. Because this game will have DLC coming, but I hope he's not in the DLC anywhere. He requires a big story, in my opinion. Another piece is that... This one's a bit funny.
Go on.
A funny way to word this. They're saying, the team making it Insomniac, they're saying that there won't be any other heroes in the game. Like, you know how when you look at trailers, there's Avengers Tower, there's a Sanctum Sanctorum with Doctor Strange and all this. Yeah. You see these buildings on the map, but apparently, again, I say apparently because this is where it gets confusing, there won't be any heroes in the game. The reason I say that is because they were asked directly on Twitter about specific heroes, like the Baxter Building and the Fantastic Four and the X-Men, and they said no, they won't be in the game. When it comes to other heroes, this is what I mean with having the Avengers Tower and the Sanctum Sanctorum. It's like, no, they're not in the game. Wink. Yeah. Maybe. It's like you tell us they're not in the game, but then you purposely put these buildings on the game map. Yeah. And they're not gonna make like a brief appearance. Come on. You know, or even a reference at least.
Yeah, I can see what you're getting now.
So that's why it's more of the characters that Marvel doesn't own yet. I say yet. Yeah. Hopefully, as in Fantastic Four, X-Men, they're not going to be in the game. Yeah. Obviously, but the other characters maybe. Maybe. We'll see. It comes out.
Yeah. I see what you're getting.
It comes out in like 2 months.
Oh. Well,
so.
Guess we'll have 2 months.
2 months. Yes. Okay. This last piece is going to be a big one. This is the fattest story on the list here, game wise. Darksiders 3. Now, you've not played Darksiders 1 or 2, have you? No. No, I'd recommend them. I think they're good games. Yeah. This basically
people love it. It's the 4 Horse of the Apocalypse, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people have told me about it.
These are good games. They're also... They feel a lot like Zelda in terms of, like, how they play and combat and general exploration and all this kind of thing, but they are pretty good, in my opinion. I like them. Yeah. Darksiders 3 is coming out. Now, at first, it was saying... The news story was that the release date was leaked. and the release date is the 27th of November this year.
Yeah.
It was then later confirmed that yes, that is when it's coming out. Along with that news of the release date, there was also rumors about the various editions of the game. So I'll give everyone the rumored editions first.
Yeah, go on.
So we have what was rumored to be called the Blades and Whip edition, which is probably the most expensive of the rumored ones.
Yeah.
Which actually comes with Darksiders 1, 2, and 3. So you get all 3 games in this edition. You get 2 post-launch paid DLCs, as well as these next things are pre-order bonuses: 24-hour early access, special armor, and a 10% discount on the game. Now, as I say, these are all rumored editions, so these ended up being false.
Yeah.
But this is what people were believing at first. Then there was the Deluxe Edition, which is the same stuff, except the other 2 games. And then the Standard Edition, which is the game and the armor. But what's actually come out to be fact is they're releasing, obviously, the Standard Edition of the game. That's, it's just the game. Pre-order, I think you probably get the armor as well. But they've announced a Collector's Edition and something they're calling the Apocalyptic Edition. Now, go with me on this. The Collector's Edition. I have in front of me the contents of the Collector's Edition on this list.
Okay.
So, well, for one thing, the Collector's Edition is going to cost in the UK roughly £130, which for a Collector's Edition, that's
average,
that's pretty standard, yeah. The Collector's Edition comes with a copy of the game, obviously. I think it's a Steelbook edition, actually, as well. An 11-inch tall figure of the main character of the third game, Fury. A book, an art book, soundtrack, and DLC armor and stuff like this. So
fair enough.
I'd say as far as Collector's Edition goes, it's fairly average. This is where things get odd, in my opinion. The Apocalyptic Edition comes with everything you just mentioned in the Collector's Edition.
Yeah.
But instead of having 1 statue, you get 4.
So you get all 4. You get War, Fire.
No, you get War, Death, Fury, the ones who've been shown off so far.
Yeah.
We haven't seen the 4th Horseman yet. As well as the merchant character in the game called Vulgrim. He's the fourth figure. Yeah. As well, and then you get those. You get you get a big fat box that it comes in. A wall scroll as well, so not like opposed to an actual scroll. You can on your wall. A 2-inch heavyweight amulet with the Darksiders logo on it, which looks pretty sick in my opinion. And then obviously all the other stuff you'll get in the Collector's Edition. Without looking at the screen, guess how much this edition goes for?
I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna be bent over, lubed up, and fucked up the arse. So I'm going within 250 mark.
Higher.
Fuck off.
Higher than 250. Going off UK prices, the Apocalyptic Edition, which lists all the things I've mentioned, will cost £350.
See, I said let me ass lubed up. That's going in bare dry.
Yeah.
That's making me scream and bite the pillow.
I'm personally excited for this game. I like the Darksiders series. I want to play the 3rd game.
I don't think you like them enough to pay $300.
I don't like it that much, no. I don't know anyone who's going to pay that much for this edition. I mean, yeah, if you're into your collectible figures and stuff, if you're into like your collector's edition figures and stuff, then maybe someone's going to go for it and they have that money to spare. But me personally, I'm probably just going to stick to the main game.
I can imagine Isaac's going to pay that much for it.
I don't know. I don't know if he's into this series, you know.
I thought he was into them sort of style.
Dark Souls.
Darksiders
is simply different.
No, I knew it was 2 different games. I just thought like they were built around the same premise. Does that make sense?
Darksiders is not that difficult.
No,
not really.
Fair enough. So,
but that's the Darksiders 3 news. It's confirmed the release date of this year, 27th of November. The Standard Edition, there's a Collector's Edition, and the Apocalyptic Edition, which is apocalyptic in terms of story of the game and your bank balance after you buy this fucking edition. You're gonna see a fat chunk gone.
You're basically gonna be famine.
Hey, I'd pay 300 quid for Kingdom Hearts 3, which I'm practically already doing. It's like 200 quid. I'm not sure. I can't remember actually.
Just such a virgin.
I don't
sometimes.
care. I don't care. I've waited for a long time. But 350 quid for Darksiders 3, I'm alright. I'm honestly alright. No. And the last bit of news is a bit funny. It's just a bit of funny news to end this podcast on. We've been going for a while now, but this is a nice, light-hearted piece of news. Todd Howard was in an interview recently. Todd Howard of Bethesda, what I'm talking about. And he got on the topic of Skyrim.
Why'd you think my head went a bit further that way?
Yeah, you were like, I'm intrigued now. Todd Howard, what?
Bethesda?
It's like a meerkat. Todd Howard, Bethesda, what? He was asked recently about...
More Fallout?
No, not Fallout, Skyrim. Yeah, so he was asked about... You like Skyrim, I'm sure.
I do. I really do.
He was asked why they keep re-releasing it on stuff and stuff, and he was like, "Because people keep buying it." That's the story. It's become a joke at this point that Skyrim is on like practically everything. In fact, there was that E3 joke where it's on fucking Amazon Echo or Amazon fucking the Alexa thing.
Yeah.
And the funniest thing is that's real. You can play Skyrim on fucking Amazon Echo, whatever it's called.
How?
It's like a text-based adventure. That's a real thing. It's called the Very Special Edition. But besides the point,
people who are playing that are very special. Very, very special.
It's a meme at this point that Skyrim is on everything, and it came out in 2011, and he said that's why we keep releasing it, because people keep buying it. If you want us to stop releasing it, stop buying it.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty funny. It's kind of the most obvious answer when you think about it, like logistically.
No, but that is legitimately the reason why. I mean, if I've made something great, you keep buying it, John keeps buying it, Kev keeps buying it, the rest of the world keeps buying it.
And then a new system comes out, it's like...
I'll just throw that on there, see how that goes. Oh, everyone still buys it.
People keep buying it. Oh, now we got virtual reality. Let's try a Skyrim VR. People still buy that as well. Okay, fair enough.
Let's keep this going, guys. Let's see what happens.
Let's try put it on the Nintendo Switch, which is not as powerful. Oh shit, people bought it there as well.
Exactly.
What else can we put it to? Should we put it on a fucking...
Should we do it on iOS?
iOS? Holy shit, it sold iOS.
That's what I mean.
If people keep buying Skyrim, they're going to keep releasing Skyrim.
Exactly. If you want a new version of Elder Scrolls, stop buying Skyrim.
And that's the last news story we had. I thought that was a good one to end.
Oh my god, I'm sitting here and I'm like, this is why I play Fallout. Fallout's the exact same.
Yeah, Fallout's the exact same. If that's not got a Nintendo release yet, but give it some time.
Yeah.
Give it some fucking time.
That's the exact same. It's like, stop buying Skyrim and stop buying Fallout.
Oh god. But that is the end of this week's podcast. It's been a very, very warm one, very lengthy one.
It has. I'm sticking to your chair. That sounded gayer than it sounded.
In more ways than one, you big whore.
Oh well.
So,
I'm not going to say I love the attention and then cry about it.
Of course you do. Who doesn't? Thank you all for listening. If you've been watching on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you guys next week. Hopefully it won't be as fucking warm anymore.
Well, apparently it's meant to only get fucking hotter till the end of summer.
God damn it. Although at this point next week the World Cup will be over. Which it's good news for me and anyone out there who doesn't like sports like I don't. So.
I mean, it's because it's coming home.
Well, you hope.
It's coming home. There's
hope.
no hope.
You hope.
We're the best team in the world.
Okay, you hope.
It's coming home.
Okay. On that note...
I'm just so happy Germany got kicked out early. Auf Wiedersehen!
And the game.
Ah, bastards.
Auf Wiedersehen and the game.
Yeah.
Bye!
Deuces.
Bye-bye. The only rule.
We are English. We must love the Queen, tea, and football.
And bangers and mash.
We cannot deny our bangers and mash.
No, there are no denying them.
Bangers. Yes, right. Steve up a lip.
Step up, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Bloody hell.